Welcome to another edition of Rants, where I come on and go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. She-Hulk is a putrid, steaming pile of elephant dung mixed with unwashed socks from the Los Angeles Lakers and sprinkled with food from the worst kitchen you've ever seen from the show Bar Rescue. And before you say, well, that's just a worthless opinion of a misogynist hate monger who's intimidated by strong women, ladies and gentlemen, I have the receipts to back up my opinion. Now, according to the site Cosmic Book News, Nielsen ratings for the week of August 15th show She-Hulk had 359 million minutes viewed. That makes it one of the worst Marvel shows on Disney+. And the only one that was even worse than She-Hulk was the premiere episode of Ms. Marvel, which had 249 million minutes viewed. Now, you go to Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score for She-Hulk there is 39%, while the critic score is 87%, which should tell you that the mainstream critics have their lips surgically attached to Disney's butt. Now, the show's head writer has been interviewed, and turns out she cares more about She-Hulk doing her laundry and getting a restroom makeover than telling a good story. I mean, heck, from what I heard, half of the last episode of She-Hulk concerned She-Hulk and her friend going clothes shopping. Who wants to see that? That'd be like me picking up a Clive Cussler novel and 3 chapters were dedicated to Dirk Pitt trying to find a pair of new boots when I want to see the dude go out, have a great adventure, and save the world. Now, instead of going off on a usual tangent where I talk about how much She-Hulk sucks, no, today's going to be different. Today's the premiere of a Rant segment called What If? As in, what if Marvel decided they wanted to put out shows that don't suck and decided to hire me to write the first season of She-Hulk? Now you're probably saying, well, what makes you qualified to write a TV show, John Rust? Well, you can check out the 21 books I've written on my Amazon page, many of them fictional novels with a sci-fi action-adventure twist to them. An example, Sea Raptor, my first Jack Raston Monster Hunter novel. Right now on Amazon, 140 ratings and reviews, 4.5 stars. My latest Jack Raston novel, Barunjor, 78 reviews and ratings, 4 stars. Okay, I'm nowhere near the level of success as, say, Lee Child, the author of the Jack Reacher novels, or mystery writer David Baldacci, but I feel like I'm fairly successful in my own writing career, and I think I know what I'm doing when it comes to storytelling. Okay, so here we go. I'm in charge of She-Hulk. First thing, origin of the show, same as the origin in the comics. Jen Walters is working on a case against the mob. She gets shot by a hitman. Her cousin Bruce Banner is there and gives her a blood transfusion to save her life. Then he takes her to the hospital, and as the Hulk, he stands guard there. Then the mob boss who ordered the hit on Jen finds out that she's still alive. And, well, they got to finish the job. But say one of the mob boss's flunkies goes, yo, boss, there ain't no way that a regular hitman is going to get past the Hulk. That's when the mob boss goes, don't worry, I know some guys. Boom! Here comes the wrecking crew. And not the pathetic dollar store version that we saw on that one episode of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. No, these are the jacked up bad dudes that we know from the comics who would actually fight superheroes like Thor on a regular basis. So The wrecking crew goes to the hospital. 3 of them start fighting the Hulk and distract him, while the 4th one, let's make it the Wrecker himself, he goes into Jen's hospital room, and just before he's about to kill her, Jen wakes up, sees what's going on, and that's when she hulks out and she fights the Wrecker. Then from there, you have Jen resenting her cousin, Bruce, turning her into a monster. Hulk tries to help her. Jen wants nothing to do with it. Then let's say Jen goes to a bar, maybe to drown her sorrows, and she sees this woman who's about to get roughed up by an abusive husband, and Jen just feels like there's no way I can stand by and do nothing while this is going on. She turns into She-Hulk and she saves this woman. Now, Jen Walters realizes that maybe she can do some good as She-Hulk. So she has her cousin train her in how to be a Hulk. And Jen has successes and failures, like we all do when we're learning something for the first time. And also along the way, She-Hulk can fight a couple of villains. She also, as she starts to embrace her persona of She-Hulk, she becomes more of an extrovert than the introverted Jennifer Walters that, that's how she started out in the comics. And it all leads up to the mob boss hiring Titania to go after She-Hulk. Now, instead of what they're doing in the show, where Titania is attaching She-Hulk's name to products for her to sell, who came up with that idea? We're going to have 2 of the most powerful women in the Marvel Universe throw down in an epic battle in the season finale. Now, wouldn't you like to see a show like that? Disney, you're welcome. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Rants. Be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe across all of KYCA's social media. That's Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Instagram. Check us out on kyca.info. And also smash that like button, leave a comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say on this episode of Rants. Till next time, I'm John Rust. I will see you soon.